Hey, what's up? This Shot by Serp. Tap in with my girl Jazz. Cold Game Convo.
We are in the building, dog, man. What's good with you?
Hey, man, I'm just living.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. What you do this week? Hold on, let me get set up. What you do this week?
Well, I just went to a couple of gyms. Obviously, I hooped, and then I took some pictures of people. And then I
Okay.
have a few, I guess you could say, like documentaries lined up.
Okay.
So that's about it.
Okay. Okay. What got you in the film?
Um, well, I mean, I guess we could take it back as far as I used to do music, so I had a lot of 9 to 5 jobs,
Okay.
and I just wasn't like truly happy, I guess you could say. So I started out with music, and I was making my own beats, and
Okay.
like I guess you could say, I was rapping on them and
Okay.
stuff like
Okay.
that. So
Okay.
I guess I was just trying to find my lane,
Okay. Okay.
and what really got me into film, I started making like my own music videos, editing them
Okay.
and everything. Like I would put my camera on a tripod
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just see where it went from there.
Yeah.
And
For
then I
sure.
just fell in love with the film side.
Okay.
And then I got hurt. So like I played basketball, but I got hurt something with my meniscus. And
Mm-hmm.
like with filming, like I had already did the music videos, but I missed the game, and I wanted to stay close to the game.
Okay.
So that's why I started filming basketball and
Okay.
sports related stuff. So
Okay.
I
That's
do
what's up.
everything else. So like football, soccer.
Okay. For sure.
So I've done weddings
Okay.
and stuff like that. So
Okay. Let's go ahead and get into this intro, man. Welcome to another Cold Game Conversation. I am your host, Jazz Avante, man. And we got my guy right here. His name is Jordan, man. I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell them how to find you, what you do, and all that right there.
okay, well, my name is Jordan Serpa. I'm from Conroe, Texas. You can find me on Instagram at California Kid. It's at underscore California with a K, kid with two D's. And I'm a videographer, photographer. I'm a man with the cam.
For sure, yeah, for sure. So one thing I like to do, man, I like to take it back, man. I like to understand who the person is behind what they do.
Yeah,
So essentially, the man behind the cam.
right,
Let them know like the genesis, man, where you from, and the things that you had to go through being, at your adolescent ages.
right. I
Yeah.
like that Genesis, yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Um, Man, I mean, childhood was great. I don't really have nothing negative to say about that.
Okay.
Just normal childhood, roof over my head, food in the fridge, clothes on my back. So I didn't have a father around.
Okay.
I mean, my grandfather was my father figure,
Okay.
but my mother, she was a single mother, and I respect her a lot for
Okay.
just thugging it out, you could
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah, yeah, yeah.
just taking care of business
Okay.
and putting her priorities in line. So
Okay. So coming up, where is it safe to say you athlete?
yeah,
Okay. Okay. So what did you start in? What sport?
um, I actually started playing soccer when I was like 5, maybe
Okay.
5, 6, maybe 7 around that time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my grandpa, he just got me in like a little YMCA league with basketball.
Okay.
And
Keep on going. I'm gonna turn on this
yeah,
fan.
yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Keep on.
But yeah, I didn't understand, I guess, the game at that point. So but I was just having fun with it.
Okay.
So scoring, I guess the scores of those games were like 10-5 or something. So
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, it was my grandpa that got me into basketball, and then I started watching it on TV, like obviously like the old school Lakers, like the '01 Lakers with Kobe and Shaq, and Sacramento
Okay.
Kings and all those, and I don't know, I fell in love with the sport. So, but I also did play football, but that didn't come until when I was in junior high.
Okay.
So
Okay. So we're gonna talk about the whole coming all the way up through to where you're at now.
yeah,
Okay. So was it mainly hoop?
yeah. I
Okay.
mean, it was
So
probably about 90-10.
okay.
So
Okay.
I
So
just
yeah.
I eat, slept, drank,
Yeah. Yeah.
just
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
So
Hoop for sure. Okay. So talk about your transition from junior high to now high school. Talk to me about that transition.
I mean, I did play a lot of sports though throughout that time. So junior high, I played tennis as well.
Okay.
So, but I just didn't like that love just wasn't there as far as like what the basketball was. It's just different.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like when you find your sport, you know it. And I wasn't that great. You know, like I was a late bloomer, I guess you could say.
Okay.
And yeah, I just remember like my best game was probably like 5 points
Really?
or something like that.
What
So,
was your style of play?
well, now I've transitioned into like a better, like I guess you could say, wing player, like just more IQ. But back then, I mean, like I said, I just played it for fun, you know. So
Okay.
yeah, I just played it for fun back then.
Okay.
And you know, junior high is it's not real coaches. You know, they're teachers, but they're not just
High school too. No disrespect.
Yeah, no, high school
No.
can get like I've had my fair share. I mean, I had 3 coaches in high school, so and it's hard to, I guess, build a rapport with people and really gain that connection and get you to the next level. So
Okay. So I want to see. So how did tennis translate? Like, cause I know sometimes I actually have some kids who do tennis,
yeah,
and with them, I'm seeing that it's helping with their footwork though.
Yeah.
Like they can be able to move quickly,
Lateral quickness.
lateral. Yeah. So how would you say it translated?
I mean that right there, and just eye hand coordination, and I mean, you know, I respect the hell out of those people too. Like it's hard to even serve the ball. You know, so you got to throw it in the air and then
Yeah.
get it. You know, like Serena
Missing that hoe.
Williams and,
Right.
and Roger Federer. Like I
Yeah.
mean, those athletes, it's everything is different when you're at that level. So,
Okay.
but I just did it once again. I just did it for fun.
Yeah.
Like it was just something to try.
Yeah.
You know, so
Okay. Who's your team? So are you a big like sports fan? Are you currently like, tuned into sports right now?
oh yeah. I mean, when it comes to basketball, there's just so many like politics with everything. So. Don't really have a favorite team. Everybody has a super team, and then
Yeah.
everybody loves one team one year, and then they're like, "Oh, I get off that train." But I'm a diehard Raiders fan.
Okay.
So, and I was kind of disappointed that they moved to Las Vegas. So,
Okay.
but yeah, Oakland Raiders. That's my team. That's one team I'll always stick by.
Okay. What about player? Who you fucking with right now?
NBA wise,
Yeah, NBA.
man, there's just so many good players. I think if you just look at just the stats and who really plays the game, like there's no misses. Is Joker, is Nikola Jokic. Like he is. There's just not one flaw in his game.
That boy crafty, bro. And you wouldn't,
Yeah.
if you look at him, you wouldn't even know. Like that boy right there, crafty.
Well, in the fact that he was a second round pick, and a lot of people doubt him because of his weight. But I mean,
Yeah.
there's just no. I don't see one flaw to it. Every game is consistent. It's a triple double, and now he's got his ring. And, you know, if he gets one or two more, he'll be in the conversation of like all time greats of a big.
If you had to compare his game to anybody current or in the past,
Right.
what would you compare him at, or who would you compare him with?
Man, it's so hard, and I don't want my knowledge, I guess, of players to really derail that. But I don't think you can compare him to anybody.
One
Like
of a kind, man.
it's just, I mean, he's a unicorn.
Yeah.
He really is.
Would you say Dirk? No.
Not even Dirk. I mean, and like I said, I don't want my knowledge of the game to get derailed. But I mean, you could say LeBron. I mean, just
Really?
because of his passing ability, his scoring ability. I mean, it's just it's up there. But like I said, he's a unicorn. You really can't. You just can't.
Now I can see that, but LeBron, though, that's a freak of nature.
Right, LeBron
He
is the
ain't
best.
coming down. Ha!
Yeah. No, he's not. He's not in that way. But
I see what you're
when
saying.
when they talk about vision and they talk about just ways to score,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Versatile.
Yeah.
What you think about Luca? Now I rock with.
Luka's crazy. I mean, a 60-point triple double is
What, bro?
in the NBA. People don't know how hard the NBA really is. Like those players, they do this day in, day out. They get paid
Right.
for it. So
Right. What's your take on because this is a big topic, like load management. Like, what's your take on that?
I definitely think the players they need some rest, but not Kawhi rest. And I mean I understand like you need a certain amount of wins to get into the playoffs, but that West is so tough. Like you need those games, you need those reps. Like even when they sat down Victor Wembanyama, Wemby, when they sat him down in the summer league, it's like why?
Right.
I mean, he needs those reps.
Summer.
Just because you're a number one overall pick, it doesn't mean anything. Like we said, Jokic, I mean, he was number 41. You know,
Look at him.
right?
Facts.
So you need those reps. Reps
Yeah,
are
yeah.
important. It's all about consistency.
Okay. Okay. So going into this new season, man, who you got?
What I seen in the playoffs, it's I always think a repeat will happen, but you can never doubt the Warriors. Steph Curry is just, I mean, you could never doubt that man. You really can't. Yeah,
Salute all them guys, bro.
Steph Curry is he's in my opinion, and this may be a hot take or not, but he's the greatest point guard of all time. He's over Magic. I mean, he's got 4 rings, the best shooter of all time. He changed the game completely with 3-pointers. So that's just my take. I'm sure
Over
other people.
Magic.
I'm saying that. I mean, what Magic did his rookie year, and then what he did with the Lakers. Obviously, that's something to say and that's something to do. But
I'm not going to quite subscribe to that.
right,
But let's wait till Steph's career is over with.
Right.
Then we can have that conversation. But I'm not gonna negate what you said right
he's
there.
got 4 rings. So
That is a fact. What
Yeah.
what Magic had
He's a-
5? Did Magic, how many Magic had?
I think
5?
Magic had 3.
Oh shit! Let me hold on.
Might have to.
What's wrong with me? Hold on, I need
Might
to
have
look
to
at
check
that.
it.
Let's
So-
look at that.
And then
How many rings?
I mean, Magic. Yes, for his size, he was a great point guard, and just passing the ball.
5.
Oh, he's got 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you started like pushing that filmmaking content, did
Right.
you have people who initially supported you, or you had to
Well,
earn your name?
when I first started, I was filming Friends, and I was just pulling up to like these little rec leagues,
Yeah.
and just filming and then making mixes, and I mean, I was charging people like $20,
Yeah.
just to get your mix. Let me get my name out there, but
For sure.
like I said, I did it for the passion. Like I wanted to involve myself in the game in some way because I got hurt, and I just remember staring at the ceiling, like, Lord, what can I do next?
Yeah.
Like push me to what I can do next. What's this next vision in my life? So
Okay.
that's just how it was, and I appreciate all the support back then, and I appreciate it now.
Yeah.
It's been tremendous.
Okay. Are you totally do you work for yourself completely? Okay.
So I'm full entrepreneur with this.
Okay.
So and have been since I started. Because
Okay.
I mean I really took a chance on myself.
Yeah.
So like I said, I've had every 9-to-5 job you can think of.
Yeah.
I've worked at O'Reilly. I've worked at restaurants. I've worked at Academy.
Yeah.
I've been a bay boy down in changing oil. Like I've done literally everything.
So what made you say, you know what, I'm going all in on this? Like, when did you say it, and why did you say that?
Like I said, I just wasn't truly happy, and I just felt like in my life, I mean, basketball was everything to me.
Yep.
And for some people, that's what it is. Like sports is just everything to them. It's a way out. It's definitely got me through life. Sports in general. If I didn't have sports, who knows where I'd be.
Yeah.
So and not putting that into like a jail perspective or anything like that, but just I just don't know where I would be without it. The connections I've made, the support I've had, it's been everything to me.
So how many years you been doing this?
I want to say I started late 2019,
Okay.
but it didn't really, take off because then we had COVID.
Yeah.
So when all the gyms were shut down, so like I had to make like outside content. I was making content for We Some Workers, like with JB.
My
And,
God, man, JB.
yeah, shout out JB.
And you know what? This episode is sponsored by We Some Workers, man. Y'all see what's going on. We Some Workers, man. Let's get it.
Yeah, and I don't mean to name drop or anything for clout
No,
right
man,
there.
we showing
but,
love.
Yeah, no. JB, he just messaged me. He just said they just pull up to a photo shoot, and like I said, that was during COVID. That's when Fondy was closed, and he really just said, "Hey, just come make some content." And he connected me with the whole other half of the basketball world, the pro basketball world, and that's where I met a lot of people at
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
So
I would say, I've worked with dozens of filmmakers out there. Your content is different. You have a more storytelling element,
yeah,
especially from the people in the city. So, talk to me about that. Talk about your style of
um,
creating.
man, it's just hard work, long nights, early mornings. I don't really like to gas myself up too much.
Gas yourself. Gas
But
it now.
like I said, there's a passion with this, and when you want to see people do good for themselves, it comes at a unlimited expense. Like when I tell people stories, or like I search all night for YouTube videos to piece it together to make a story, like it comes from the heart, and it always will.
Yeah.
As far as like highlights and mixes go, I want people to purchase my work, but I also want people to take that work and go get a contract somewhere. Go do something with your life, like because
Yeah.
that's important. At first I did it for the money, for the $20 and the $30 here, but
Yeah.
now I just see it's a bigger purpose, and just for the city of Houston. Like, yeah, we have our cameramen here, but I'm probably one of the most uh, loyal uh, cameramen, that will really look out for you and get you to where you need to go.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not talking about I'll call the team that you need to go to, but
Yeah.
I'll definitely get the film if you're like, hey sir, can we shoot something, yada yada yada. So,
Sure.
but I just like telling stories. Like I said, I got some documentary projects in the works. So one of them being Christian James.
Okay. Okay.
And then
Okay.
the next one, hopefully, would be Bernard King.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm excited about that.
Dog, and I'm gonna give you your flowers right now, bro. Your shit tight, bro.
Appreciate it.
Nah, for sure. Like you don't really get to see, especially in the city of Houston, man. Well, the people that I've worked with, man. No disrespect, but it's just like your work is, you can tell, bro. Like you really put in time, and I can definitely resonate because
Yeah.
I be right there on that couch editing all night with this
Yeah.
podcast shit, and people think that the shit is easy. People just think we just shooting it and then uploading it. No,
No,
we
I
gotta
mean, it's a whole edit.
get there, shoot it,
Yeah,
upload it, chop it up, add the effects. Man, it take work, bro.
it does, and it's a lot of hassles. I mean, sometimes your stuff can hang up, and then you're cursing at the screen, and it's
Man.
like so. But like I said, it's all passion, it's all love. Like I do it for the bigger purpose.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't. I mean, if I didn't have what I had with Instagram or whatever, I wouldn't have Instagram. Like I could care less about social media.
Yeah.
But I do want that work to be shown.
Okay.
I feel like it's important, even if it's a 5-second post or like just one photo. I mean, produce your work, show it, so people can hit you up and then be like, hey, I mean, what do you charge?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's just a different way to
So if someone wants to work with SERP,
right.
what does that process look like?
Well, usually, so if I'm with a higher clientele, I guess they'll tap in with me, and then I like to get the film first, and then I'll give them quotes. That's for like highlights.
Oh,
But if you're wanting a bigger, deeper experience, you have to talk to me. Like communication is just so important to me.
okay.
And you have to let me know what you're doing schedule wise. If you got to work out, let's get an interview in. Because like I know this right here. Like
right.
I interview people, and
Okay.
I have fun with it too. And I like knowing about people's lives, and they just got to communicate with me.
Is there a certain criteria that person has to have before you can work with them?
No. So I mean, unless if it's like we'll dive back into documentaries, but I mean, you have to. I posted this on my story a couple of days ago. I mean, you have to be somebody.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I can't just be filming a YMCA player that doesn't have no story or nothing like
Facts.
that.
Yeah, I dig
You know,
that for sure.
but I will go into like a different side with them, not cutting them off completely, but I'll be like, well, maybe we can get a workout, just not,
Yeah.
like if I can't find you on YouTube or the internet, then
because that's your time. Like
Yeah.
you sitting up here, you trying to get this whole documentary, brother, but what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, is this gonna be beneficial to me too? Like, what
Right.
what about this value exchange here? I can resonate with that too. You know how many people hit me up about coming on this show?
right.
I'm not just about to put anybody on this show. You got to be doing something.
So that, I mean, again, that's why I appreciate you and
Yeah.
your platform.
Sure.
I really admire what, like I said earlier, like the cultural aspect. I admire this, and you have a nice setup, and
Appreciate that, bro.
I felt like, you know, a collab in the works, or just getting to know you and
sure.
you getting to know me. I
You
think
know that was coming. You knew that was coming now.
Yeah.
Hey,
well,
come on now. We gotta make some shake, bruh.
Right. So I've been seeing you, and then I saw you pull up to Just Hoop, and you sat down with Ken. And,
Yeah.
I've known Ken for a while, and I mean, nothing but love from him as well.
Yep.
So, and then JB was on here, so, and
Yep.
I told JB, I was like, I want to get on this, like,
Yes.
you know, because
Yes.
you don't have cameramen on here.
I don't.
Right.
I don't.
So
So this is good.
Right. Just to be the first, I guess.
For sure, for sure.
It's a great experience.
And it's good to, for the people can see who the man behind the camera really is, because you are consistently pushing other people out.
Yeah.
Now it's time for the people to understand who you are.
Right. And
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand when you get on Instagram and like somebody's profile's on private, or you look at these cameramen and they don't have not one picture of them.
Right.
And it's just, I don't know, it's baffling to me, and it's just it's backwards. So I feel like people just need to know who the cameraman is at all times.
Right,
'Cause
right.
we are an important part.
And okay, so California Kid, like where'd they come about?
Well, I spent, I guess, a little bit of time in California, but that's not where it came from.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm from Texas. I'm from Conroe, Texas. California Kid got started because I was a white boy with tattoos and I had long hair. I used to have long hair.
Okay.
And then when I was going around the Houston scenery, people would be like, "Oh, you know, you look like you from California. Look like a California kid."
Okay.
So it just stuck.
I got you.
And I made the Instagram, and
Yeah.
I mean, I can't change it now. Everybody always, "Hey, you're the California kid."
That's a fact. Okay.
So, yeah, that's just
Yeah, the streets gave it to you.
pretty much.
For sure. Outside of work, when you're not working, bro, what do you do for leisure? What do you do to just let your hair down?
Well, like I said, I just like to hoop. I haven't played in 4 years because I had an injury, and thank God that he's healed me anyway to be able to play the sport I love again, and just glorifying His name through that, and really, I mean, I like to cook sometimes, but I like to read my Bible, and then watch TV on occasion.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I like to watch like crime thrillers and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I like how they piece everything up as well.
Okay.
So, I don't like too much dramatization. 'Cause it can get out of hand. But sometimes it's nice.
You watch documentaries?
All the time.
Yeah.
So that's my number one thing. I mean, Last Dance was great. I think that was just so well put together. And,
What's your favorite like category or genre? We would say.
Yeah, it'd definitely be crime, thriller.
Okay.
Even movies. But I don't like those movies if it doesn't get me in the first 5-10 minutes. I'll turn it off.
Okay.
So I like something that's very suspenseful in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then I like twists and turns.
Yeah.
Like that mystery at the end.
Yeah. Okay. So when you making your documentaries, do you take that same approach?
No.
Okay.
I guess you couldn't say that. No.
Okay.
There's not a thrilling aspect to it. For me, it's just I just want to tell the stories of people.
I got you.
Now when editing, there's a lot of chopping and stuff like that. So you have to find those parts that fit well, those pockets.
Okay.
And but no, I wouldn't even put it against those though.
Okay. I'm still trying to mature my palate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a sweet girl.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to mature that.
Well, I mean, wine is probably the healthiest thing you could drink. So I don't drink beer or
Yeah.
nothing like that. So.
I would much rather do wine before anything.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe a couple tequila shots every now,
yeah,
but
nah, yeah.
I haven't drank tequila in probably a good year or so.
have you had any, doing what you do, man, have you had any pushback? Because I have a story. I'm a hooper, right? Coming
Right.
up, doing my thing, needed to get some film, you know what I'm saying? I'm playing in these leagues around the city and pickups around the city. And you would get some pushback like, no, you can't record, you can't have these. And I'm like, why? That boils my freaking blood.
Yeah.
Why? It ain't gonna do nothing but just sauce y'all up.
Right.
So have you gotten any pushback, with you doing what you do?
Yeah. I mean, pretty much everywhere I go. I don't know why this is, but I mean, I can go to MI3 for an AAU game or whatnot, and oh, you can't come in here, or just some of these leagues in Houston. I'm banned from a lot of them because you know, I guess they want to keep it homegrown, or whatever that means. But yeah, I've definitely had my fair share of that, and like you said, I think it creates more exposure for the league, but I guess they don't always see it that way.
Right.
So, but yeah, I've definitely had my fair share of the leagues in Houston.
If you had to just take an educated guess, man, like what do you think it is? I understand, they wanted to be homegrown or whatever, but
Right.
why do they give us so much trouble? Like, what is it?
Man, I don't want to be negative, but uh, uh, trash goes with trash, and it's just they don't want to flourish, I guess, in other ways. I know me personally, I can expand a league faster. I can grow it
For sure.
faster, and I really just don't know why that is. It's Houston. I posted this on my story, like last week as well. I mean, I have so much hate in Houston towards me on account of that. It's like I don't know why, you would ban me from your league of any sort. It's exposure.
Right.
And I mean, everywhere else I go, like I went to AAU game, I would say like a couple months ago, and they banned me, but they allow like 11 cameramen to film like a JL3 Elite game, and for that, it's just it's all politics.
Mm-hmm.
It comes down to politics, and I don't know what that is. I guess it's my name, maybe the way I move.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I really don't have an idea of what causes that.
But when I remember when I went to this pickup game and the thing is like, okay, you tell me I can't record, but why your attitude stank with it? You don't have to give me that.
Right.
Because I move with love, I move
And
with
respect.
mercy, I move with respect. I
Right.
treat people, and anybody that I've come across can tell you that.
Yeah.
I ain't never gave nobody no stuck up, I'm bigger than you. I never move like that.
I don't yell at people. I'm usually real genuine with people. Like you'll never see me mad unless it's like like
Yeah. Somebody did something to you.
yeah,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
you did something to my family or
Yeah.
something like that. But
Yeah.
I'm never out of character.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm always keep it, real cool, calm, and collected. The three C's.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
It's
For
just
sure.
that's just my persona, and
Yeah.
I'm always keep it that way.
Yeah.
So
What, bro, what I would say, what inspires you, bro, to just do what you do? Something you have to pull that motivation, that inspiration somewhere. Like, where do you get that from?
I mean, some people just have it, and some people just don't.
Yeah.
Like I said, you gotta have a heart for this. You gotta
sure.
have a passion for this, and rest in peace to my grandpa. But he instilled that work ethic like crazy. I mean, we'd be up at 8 a.m. mowing grass and doing all this when I want to sleep in, but
Yeah.
you can't do that. And I have a picture of him right by my editing wall, and it's just not saying that motivates me to go harder, but just wanting to be great, at what I do, and I want to put out good content, and I just want to be the best version of myself, the best man I can be.
How big do you see your brand going?
Wow. I'm local right now, but global. Would really like to be nice. If I can get out of the country, I mean that's a huge win for me. To do this just off of filming, it's really been a blessing.
For sure.
So I've been to numerous states and everything like that. So and even that was a notch in my belt.
Okay.
But going global and having clientele global, that'd be crazy.
Talk about you going out of state. Talk about that.
Well, yeah, I've been to California multiple times. Hence, California kid.
Okay. I was gonna ask you about that too.
Yeah, we'll get into that after this.
Yeah.
But I've been to Las Vegas. You probably know Rustin Hayward.
Yeah.
I've done stuff for him. We went to Las Vegas for the TBL Summer League. What was it? 2 years ago? A year ago, maybe? 2 years ago, I think. And we had a time down there.
Yes, sir.
So I've been to Atlanta. I've been to Mississippi. My grandmother's from Mississippi.
Okay.
So
Hattiesburg.
Hattiesburg to be exact.
Hattiesburg?
Yeah.
I'm from Jackson.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So so I don't really agree with the state in a way of with the racial issue.
All that, yeah,
it's,
man.
It's crazy.
Yeah, dog.
So it hasn't changed one bit since she was born. So and she was born in the 30s, and it's 100 years later.
Yeah, that is
And
right.
it's, pretty much 90 years, but it's the same.
About to be.
It's the same. It's the same as it was back then. It is now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, cause I'm from Jackson. It ain't nothing but black folks there.
Right.
So coming up, I never really came across that really, cause
Right.
it was us everywhere. But I know in other little cities and towns, it's bad, bro. It's
Yeah.
bad, man.
it can get bad.
So it looks, just by looking, at your page and talking to you right now, it seems you're cultural. I will say that.
Oh yeah.
Talk about that
different
aspect.
white boy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it look like you got some soul in you.
Yeah.
Talk about that though. I like that.
No, I just well, Conroe.
Conroe.
It's half. I guess you could say half black, and then there's some whites. There's Hispanics.
Yeah.
But growing up, and I don't want to be like the guy that had black friends or what, but it was just like that. When going in high school, I was a white boy that can hoop, and I took it serious.
We gravitate to white. Okay, you white kid, you hoop,
Yeah.
and you cool. Oh yeah, we gonna gravitate to you.
Yeah.
For sure that.
And that's just always been my life though.
Okay.
I guess you could kind of say a product of my environment.
Okay.
It's that's the culture that's around. It's I'm cool with everybody though. Like I don't have no hate towards anybody.
For sure. That's dope.
It's peace and love. So
I gotta ask you, you like black girls?
I do.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, okay, it's safe to say you've dated black women.
yeah.
Okay, so talk about that aspect. Talk about that dynamic. Being in a interracial relationship. Talk about that.
You definitely get the looks still.
For sure.
From other people, but I don't know. I've had white girlfriends as well, but I don't know. I don't really mesh with them a lot.
Talk about it, King. Talk
Yeah.
about it.
So it's I once you go that way,
No. You know the saying, once you go black, you never go back. I love this, bro.
But it's not all that though. But I'm saying
I know what you saying, bro. I be doing this, bro. Don't
yeah.
mind me.
I'm all for it. But I like some woman to me. You know what I'm saying? So, and for a woman to be with me, they just gotta have a good head on their shoulders. That energy has to match.
For sure. For sure.
And you have to make your own money. You have to, have your own transportation.
For sure.
It's just it's little things like that,
Yeah.
but it goes a long way. And then they got to be God fearing just like me. So they have to believe.
That's dope, man.
And so
That's dope.
that's just what it is.
It looks like you're very deep into your religion.
Right.
Talk about that. Talk about your faith, man.
Well, I mean, I just got baptized about, I want to say 2-3 months ago.
Okay.
And growing up, I didn't. It's in my testimony, but growing up, I didn't really have Jesus in my life,
Okay.
and I didn't really go towards that, and I didn't know who he was or anything like that. So I think maybe this past September or October, I started going to church more, and just started learning and reading my Bible, of course, and just understanding who Jesus is, who he was as a person. It was God in human form.
Okay.
So yeah, and then I surrendered my life to Jesus.
What ignited you to do that?
Well, I used to smoke a lot,
Okay.
and I felt like I was making terrible decisions. Like, I'm getting older. I'm 31 now,
Okay.
so I'll be 32 in December.
Okay.
But I just felt like it was just time to grow up, and I've stopped smoking. Drinking, obviously. Like, I wasn't bad at that, but there was a time period where it was like I was getting drunk every night, and I know that wasn't good. So,
Okay.
but yeah, just rising up out of that darkness, and just coming to Jesus for help, and salvation is so important. We have to just speak about our sins, and really just come out of everything that we're gravitated towards, and held back. So, and once I did that, I feel more like a man.
You felt like when you were indulging in your vices, do you feel like that hindered you in a sense?
Kind of did.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't sleep without the weed. I felt like I was working just as hard, but I would be smoking, and then I just like, oh, well, I need to smoke before I do this.
Yeah.
And
You get dependent on it.
yeah. So, and
Yeah.
I felt like, my soul was crying for help. I just said, Jordan, you need to stop what you're doing, brother. Like, 'cause it's not good.
That's powerful, man. It sounds like you got into that mirror. I talk about this a lot, man. We have to do that mirror work,
Yeah.
and that shit is hard.
I wasn't proud of myself. So, definitely, I'm way more proud of myself now for actually committing to it, and like, I work out now, and like I said, thank God I'm back on the court
For sure.
playing basketball. So, if I didn't take those steps, it'd probably be I probably wouldn't be here today.
Wow, man.
So, sitting here talking,
Really?
with Jazz. So,
Really, bro.
yeah,
That's dope. That's beautiful, man. Like, I love hearing that. I love hearing, what people had to go through
Yeah.
to get to where they're at, because I honestly believe it. And if you never been through nothing,
right,
you green. Like, what's your testimony?
yeah,
Like, what have you had to endure, bro?
yeah,
And that, I love gravitating to people like that, because I've been through so much shit.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? If no disrespect if you ain't never went through nothing, but it's like, man, like, I wouldn't change nothing that I've went through.
right.
My story, if we sit up here,
Process.
we will be talking all night, bro.
Yeah.
And it's a blessing that I'm here right now. That's why I'm like, you know what? And what ignited me to start this podcast, I'm like, you know what? I felt like I should have did this earlier, but it's all in divine timing. I'm like, you know what?
God's timing.
God's timing. Jazz, we need to commit to something, right?
Yeah.
Me, when I told myself 2019, I became a trainer, right? Full time.
Right.
And that is great for me, man. That has literally funded everything that I'm doing now. And now I'm at a point to where still training, still love it, but it's like, okay, Jazz, we need to do something else. We got to add more to our bag, man. You know what I'm saying?
Always got to level up.
You have to. So I'm like, you know what? It's time to go ahead and do these podcasts. I look at the pivot. I look at all these guys, man, showing love. $1 million worth of game, man. Shouts out to all the podcasts out there, man. And that inspires me. Every time I turn on that YouTube, I'm like, I'm looking at it like, I can do this.
Yeah. I mean,
I can do this. I'm not no professional.
Right.
I never knew what to do. I ain't know nothing about starting no podcast.
right. But
All I
just
did,
starting
Google
is,
that shit. What do I need to get to start the podcast?
Yeah.
Get it. Why am I waiting on this person? Waiting on that person? Hey, we got to go in and get the mics. No.
let's do it.
God told me, Jazz, you have the ability. Get the shit. Get the shit.
Yeah.
Why you waiting? I hate waiting on people.
No, yeah.
As you can tell, like I move. You know what I'm saying? So that is very important to me.
Right.
Very important.
Commitment is real big.
Right.
I was listening because I listen to KSBJ 89.3. It's a Christian radio station.
Okay.
But they were just talking about commitment. I think earlier or maybe yesterday. But I mean, if you commit to cook food, commit to the grocery store or something, it's just committing yourself to do something. Like, and if you don't do it, then it'll never happen.
That's a fact.
So, and just like I said, your layout, like, it's really dope, and just starting, like, that is a big focal point.
Yes,
Like, because a
man.
lot of people don't start; they'll just wait and wait and wait and wait and wait.
And wait, and then you gonna be regretting it.
Yeah,
I told myself I would, and I don't even care if I look like I don't know what I'm doing. That's okay.
no, yeah, 'cause you
I'm
always
never
learn.
afraid and it's not even failing.
Right,
I'm learning.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you
failure
go
is
and look
learning.
at my first episodes, that shit looked crazy.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But it's a beauty in the growth, man. It's beautiful. It's
well,
beautiful.
I posted the quote the other day on Instagram as well, but I think Charles Barkley said it. I'm not too sure, but if you're afraid to fail, then you'll never be successful. And don't quote me on who said that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that it was some along those lines. And
fact.
you have to learn, especially like in a profession like this, like with mics and audio, and like when I did my music, like
Yes.
I was making beats. You think I was 808 Mafia or something? No,
Yeah.
it's
Right.
there's fine tuning to everything.
Fine tuning.
Yeah.
I love that word. Fine tuning it.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I was having this conversation with my brother, and he was like, Jazz, that's one thing that I really admire about you. He was like, you are not afraid to
yeah,
fail in a sense.
You gotta take
and,
risks.
and you know what? I thought about it. I was like, you're right. Because I really don't. It's so many ebbs and flows that I've been through. And if you know me, if you've been tapping into me these years and you've seen the transition.
yeah,
So like I said, man, when people come to me and ask me for advice and stuff like that, it's like, bro, just get started.
Yeah.
Just get started, because that's half the battle.
yeah.
People be so anxious about, oh, how do I look? How do I sound? People don't even care.
They
People
really don't.
not looking at what you looking at.
And I mean to touch on that, like I mean some of these athletes, they just don't even care about quality, and it really, I hate that because I don't want to brag, but I mean I have a great camera,
Yeah.
and it's for you to go get something from so and so
Right.
that it's the quality just don't match.
For sure.
And
Nah,
I
for
feel like
sure that.
I mean, quality is going to get you where you need to be.
That's a fact.
So
Fact.
you know,
I can resonate with that. You know how many times I done had potential clients, come to me, ask for pricing.
yeah,
I cost.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
If you want to go over there to hip hop doodly doo and get that half ass work, you can go do that.
and I mean, you have to be petty in a sense.
You can do
I
it.
probably have probably 50% of Houston clientele, and if they go to somebody else, I mean, you could stay over there.
Oh,
So that's just how I feel. I don't mind helping people out still, but I have it tatted on me for a reason: loyalty. And if you're not loyal, then I can't help you.
I heard that.
So
Yeah.
that's just what I've been going through.
You're more relationship based.
Yeah, because it took me, like, starting out. Obviously, people helped me, but I never piggybacked off of anybody. And
What do you mean by that?
like, okay, we could take it back with JB. I've never piggybacked off of JB. Saying like he invited me in, and wanted to do content, I didn't go to him and be like, "Oh man, I want to do like
Oh,
let me do it." Like,
Yeah.
you know, I've never done that, and
Okay.
I just always wanted to help people,
Okay.
and especially now, I feel like I'm in a position to do that and fulfill my purpose.
For sure. What is your purpose?
Really, just to get athletes where they need to be.
So,
You know, at first, like I said, I guess it was about the money,
Yeah.
because I was broke,
we got to make a living.
right? And like I had just quit my job, and I was just like, okay, I'm going all in, like with music, uh, camera work, everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And you just, I guess it's all about balance though too. You got to know what you want to do,
For sure.
and
For sure.
you just gotta find that yin and yang.
That's a fact, man. If you had to give a new up and coming filmmaker, content creator, if you had to give them some game, man, this is cold game.
Right.
If you had to give them some cold game and, whatever they want to do, man, just give it to them, bro.
You got to be hungry. You gotta want this, just like anything else in life.
So,
If you're not gonna be committed, or just believe in yourself, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
And just be hungry.
yeah.
Want to make a difference.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, be a better version of yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you do it for the wrong reasons, you're gonna fail quickly, and then you're gonna just go lower and lower into that hole, and then nobody will see nothing of you. So they'll just be like, "Oh, this guy is nothing. He don't want to make himself better. How's he gonna make me better?"
For sure.
So
For sure.
just be hungry.
Yeah, be hungry. That's super important. I would say be hungry, and go get it.
Right. Also be humble though too.
You gotta let people know who you are. Whether it don't have to be verbal, you gotta show them who you are though.
Right.
Because people they'll walk all over you now.
Yeah.
You got some people out there, and because this was me, I was the person who, I just want to help everybody be cool and all this. And I started to see people started to take advantage of that.
Right.
So that allowed me to, you know what, Jazz, I need to toughen up a little bit. You're not about to just come in here and mooch off of what I got going on. No, I had to, it's a healthy balance. Know who you are. I'm not even going to say humble, because if you look at the word humble, it means to look down on oneself. We ain't doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Move with grace, but you still got to, I'm him, I'm her.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You got to have that healthy balance, bruh.
Yeah.
And I'm here to let you know you are him, bruh. You are him.
Thank you.
Man, listen, man.
But along with that, like when we said, with the goat talk, I really hate that word.
Goat talk, yeah, goat.
I hate when people call me a goat or anything, because I haven't done anything yet.
No, I'm not. See, I'm not even gonna let you say that. No, you are doing the damn thing.
Right.
There's some content creators out there that look up to what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna let you
Well,
say that,
I
bro.
always
You
say-
doing the thing out here.
Yeah, I always say I was created to inspire. And I've
Yes.
definitely done that. So, but I mean, job's not finished. Job has been fulfilled, but it's not finished.
Oh,
And but yeah, I hate the whole goat talk and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
listen, and I respect that, bro. I respect that. Yeah, but sometimes, like, if it ain't gonna be you, it's good to hear it sometimes. Like, bro, you doing your thing out here,
I
bro.
always say there's only one shot by Serp.
Hey, come
know,
on, bro.
You're not gonna find another like me.
Yes, sir. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. You not. Yeah, you not gonna find another Jazz.
Right. Or a cold game conversation.
Or a cold game conversation, man. Listen, y'all get the merch. Stop playing, man. You can pre-order it right now. Also, this episode is brought to you by Cold Game Convos, the merch. This episode is brought to you by We Some Workers, dog.
Yeah.
Listen, let the people know how to find you and all that jazz right there, bro.
Yeah. Well, I have Facebook, but I don't really like to touch on that. But just Instagram. I also have a YouTube. It's Shot by Serp.
Yeah.
And just subscribe, just like this.
Sure,
Like, comment,
sure.
subscribe.
Like.
So, and like I said in the beginning, just Instagram @_California with a K, kid with 2 D's.
Bet. That's a wrap, y'all. That is a wrap. Y'all are tuned into another Cold Game Conversation. This is episode 13, I believe. Episode 13. Cold Game Convos, man. We are out.